Dynamite starts, and at some point early in the show we've got Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong comes out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, of course, the Undisputed Era, but they're jobbers in this company, and their leader's hurt and may never wrestle again. Mm-hmm. And I was, and then right at that moment, I was like,
Oh, hang on a second. I just had an epiphany.
Oh.
because when was the last time NXT was great? And you know what the answer is? It was 2019.
Yeah.
And what happened in 2019? What began in 2019? It was AEW. AEW began in 2019,
Yes.
and they had to get a bunch of talent. Now, granted, it took a year or two for them to take, some WWE talent.
Sure.
I mean, some they got right away, like Moxley, obviously.
Yeah,
But then they got Samoa Joe, they got Rusev, they got Adam Cole, they got all this talent. And, I think that's a big issue with NXT. Now, also, the storylines on NXT are mostly shit as well. But it's it's all this high school bullshit.
Right.
But it's like Obafemi's the main champ. For the women, it's JC Jane. She doesn't even belong on television. She's not even good.
not good.
But it's think about if AEW didn't exist. Darby Allin would be on NXT.
Yeah.
MJF would have started on NXT, and by now he would have already been on the main roster of WWE. But there is talent.
There
in
is.
in AEW.
It's just
But when you let them all roam free like idiots, I actually think that Hangman Page could have actually become a good wrestler if he was with the right company and given direction.
Right.
But there's no direction given in AEW. Even CM Punk talked about how Hangman Page is I don't need to take advice from legends. And Punk's like, what are you, a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
That's all Punk did was take advice from Harley Race and Dusty Rhodes. And
Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Punk talks about how he used to just go sit with Paul Heyman when he was in Gorilla or when he was in a writing room. Punk absorbed every ounce of wrestling that he could.
Right.
In ring, behind the scenes, out of the ring. And Bayley did the same thing when she was in NXT. You would see her with this they did some documentary on early NXT, and you could see Bayley in Gorilla learning stuff.
The Young Bucks in an interview famously said WWE back in the day wanted us to try out for the Performance Center, and they felt like they were too big to do that. And it's who tried out? Finn Balor. You know who tried out? Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
There's so many more. Adam Cole tried out. And they're all so much better than you.
Yeah.
And obviously Roman Reigns tried out. That's where his career started. Yeah. And now he's one of the biggest stars.
Right. Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
And
to be that insane to think that you can't learn anything else. No, I'm perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just this stupid fuckboy tag team with my brother, and together we just jerk off in the ring, and we can't possibly get any better than we already are.
Right, exactly.
It's
insane. I also thought they were almost kind of doing a nod in NXT to the early days of NXT, where it was a rookie and a mentor.
Right.
I felt like everyone there was to mentor someone.
Yeah.
You got Sammy mentoring Javon Evans.
Yes.
You got Priest mentoring Tavion Heights, which nice knowing you, kid. I mean, Jesus Christ. He was so excited.
Oh my God.
For someone so mid.
Oh yeah. Terrible. I think he just wanted advice on to how to get a Latina.
Yeah, right. Clearly.
Yeah. How do you get them hoes?
Yeah. The coolest thing Priest has ever done was probably fuck 3 women in that hot tub after he won the North American title.
Yeah. But I think that's the main problem with NXT is, now we have Raw, which is 2.5 hours every week. SmackDown's 2 hours every week. NXT's 2 hours every week. So right there, WWE has to have so much talent. Now it's watered down because there's too many hours of wrestling every week.
Right.
So now there's so many wrestlers in the company that aren't even talented enough to be on NXT, SmackDown, Evolve, whatever. There's just way too much. And then we've also got AEW, which has 2 hours on Wednesday, another hour on Saturday sometimes, unless they put it on Wednesday as well because they have a shitty pay-per-view to do Saturday. Mm-hmm. So there's just too much.
Yeah.
You know, there's not enough good talent out there to fill all of those hours of television.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Right.
That's what it is. That's like nowadays with streaming, where it's like there's so many streaming apps and you're like, God, there's so many bad shows. That's because there's too many.
Yeah.
There's too many. It's all quality over quantity now. That's kind of the world we're living in.
Right.
It's not just wrestling, it's everything. Put out as much as you can.
Well, the thing is, they get so much talent, and then like the talent that's actually really good, they don't do anything with them.
Right.
They're pushing like shitty people.
It's true. Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe are on the pre-show of All Out.
Yeah.
The pre-show. If you're Hobbs, that's your Brock Lesnar. If you're AEW, that's your Brock Lesnar.
Oh, we don't want a Brock Lesnar.
They should just turn on the TV. Hey, Hobbs, can you come in here for a second? Hey,
Right.
Hobbs, sit down right there. And then I'm just going to put Brock Lesnar on the TV. I want you to watch that.
Yeah,
for the next
2002 Brock Lesnar.
2 hours.
Yep.
I want you to do everything he does in the AEW ring.
Right.
And then Hobbs will be like, so you want me to just squash everyone? Good question. Yes. I want you to kill everyone in the ring.
Now you're getting it.
Do what he does. So hurt them for real? If you have to,
have to.
you got to do it.
If he dies, he dies.
That's an easy thing.
It is.
You have a monster established in your company that could be the champion whenever you need, and then you could have him lose the belt and push the who's going to be our next main champion that we're trying to push. There you go.
Right.
You know,
It really is.
it's that easy, guys.
That easy.
You're welcome.
You know,
take all the notes you like. Tony, I know you're watching.
I know people like to throw, the armchair booker over here.
Of course.
But it's like when you see trash booking, of course you're going to want to give your input.
Yeah.
You know, it's like any sports team. Every armchair
I know.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been an armchair coach now for how many years?
The last 15 years, I would have been a better GM than anyone the New York Jets had.
Right. Exactly.
You can't even argue that point.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, with any show that provides you with any sort of entertainment,
Yeah.
when it sucks, it sucks. And you want it to get better.
Right.
And that's really all. Like, honestly, I would love to come in here every week just so pumped about NXT and AEW.
I know. That's what Josh and I did back when we started the podcast in 2016.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck, this was pretty good.
Right.
Should have been watching this earlier, I guess. Because so many of our fans are like, you have to watch NXT. It's really good. It's not like the main roster at all. And then we finally started the NXT podcast, and we had a blast.
Right.
For a few years. Just a few years.
It was a good run.
And then Vince said, ha, 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 ha. Here I come.
We have competition? Let me handle this.
Here I come to come on NXT.
And like, I really think like right before like the meeting, like the production meeting for NXT starts, HBK gets a text from Vince like, remember, if you stray away from what I told you to do, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, like why are we still going with Vince's vision?
Right. This is Vince's vision.
Why did you change it from the rainbow colors to silver and black if you're just going to keep doing the rainbow show?
Yeah.
You didn't change anything.
Right.
Still the fucking rainbow show.
It's
still Saved by the Bell.
When I wake up in the morning,
Right. I hate the button now.
Yeah.
That's what you guys did.